Aloha, High Vibe Tribe. It is PinkBella. Welcome back to my channel. My name is PinkBella Aloha, and I am your galactic liaison and galactic investigator for all starseeds, lightworkers, and 144,000. So this is going to be a really special transmission today. I'm first off going to look at the energies for us for October. We've already started off with a bang, and I'll cover that a little bit. I'll do a little quantum Akashic galactic reading for us, and then I'm going to deep dive into a couple of topics. Thank you, everyone who shared some of the topics and what you wanted me to look at. Please comment below in the comment box. Let me know where you're from, how you're doing, and what you would like me to deep dive into next, okay? So in some topics, I have to go to Rumble. By the way, all my social media is below. Thank you as well for sharing this out, or at least hitting the thumbs up button, because many of us, including myself, are not being shown out to as many as we should be. So thank you for doing that for myself and for everyone that you watch, as well as thank you for following me on Rumble and TikTok. So I'm looking forward to having over 1,000 subscribers on TikTok. That information is also below and in the comment box. And then I'll be able to go live over there as well. Okay, so this is very exciting. I'm going to look at an overall for the month. I'm going to then deep dive into Hurricane Helene, and prayers have been going out for myself and others for everyone that's been impacted on the East Coast. Oh, there was another topic. I also want to look at the ports being shut down. Yeah, I forgot. I knew there was something else. So Hurricane Helene, specifically Ashville, North Carolina. Then I want to look at the ports being shut down, mainly on the East Coast, but also in the southern U.S. I want to look at the X-class flares. We've just had 2 X-class flares back to back. What are those? When those happen, we get a complete reset. And we just finished eclipse season. So the X-class flare that came in yesterday was a 7.15. Today, this morning, it was a 9.05. Then I want to look at if this has impacted any of the old Archon grids, the false matrix, and please check out my previous videos about the Archons, especially the deep dive on Rumble, okay? All right, so thank you all for being here. Super excited to be here. As I'm shuffling, if any of you would like to work on me, if any of you would like to work with me one-on-one, the contact information is in the description box. Email is best. And I will talk a little bit more about the offers before we get into the deep dives. Okay, so welcome to a new month of October. This energy for this month is a 9. 9s are not only about completion, but they're the most powerful numerical number for manifesting, for creating our new timeline as well. So what do we have astrology wise? We have, first off, we had the new moon solar eclipse in Libra that was yesterday, was wrapping up 2 years of the nodes being in Libra. So this is the final eclipse of 2024. The nodes, the north node and the south node, will be changing into different signs in January of 2025. So we've already started off this month, new moon, with a bang, leveled most of us. Again, 2 back-to-back X-class flares, which are an automatic reset and upgrade and massive downloads of light codes. The next key astrology will be Jupiter will be going retrograde in Gemini on October 9th. Now, what's interesting is right now we do have 5 planets that are retrograde. So we're dealing with so much, everyone. We're in October. We still have a ways to go. October and November will be quite intense. And then my galactic team showed me to keep me going that December will be much lighter. Okay, so Jupiter's going to be going retrograde in Gemini on the October 9th. Then we have the very powerful 10-10 gateway on October 10th. October 11th, Pluto is going to station direct. When we talk about Pluto, Pluto is about going backwards through a keyhole. I would say that covers the whole eclipse season, which was from the middle of September. Okay, so we've been, like I said, breathe, reboot, stay grounded. There's an Arcturian gateway with the galactic team from the 16th to the 19th of October. And by the way, there is a comet this weekend as well. If I get a chance, I'll make a little video about that. But we're in a very powerful quantum time for all of us right now, where we're choosing our we are choosing our most highest timeline individually and as a collective. Then we have a full moon in Aries on October 7th. Will be, but by the way, that's also a partial lunar eclipse. So we have a lot happening right now. And we're going to feel all of this physically. Some of us more than others, because those cosmic gateways, the whole galaxy and universe is a map within ourselves. It's connected to our chakra system. Our animals and our pets are also feeling this as well, okay? Finally, at the end of the month, it's called many things, but we can just, for now, we'll call it Halloween, which will be the 31st to November 1st. Both teams of light and the teams of dark, fight over this gateway. It's been flipped over to a very, it's been flipped over to a portal for the dark teams, but we are taking that back, okay? So that's super exciting. Okay, so that's what's happening for the whole month of October. Let me just see. October opens with powerful solar eclipse as a culmination of the profound energetic container that acts as a catalyst for the accelerated recalibration. So all of this is to align all of us to awaken and to be able to go home. I've been talking about this a lot lately, okay? The 1010 Cosmic Gateway of Energy builds on the eclipse's momentum, so we're going to be gaining momentum this month. Let me just see. We're to continue to stay grounded. October 16th to the 19th brings in more Arcturian energy. Our Arcturian aspects are a future version of ourselves. They're bringing us in very hopeful, positive information and energy, bringing in high dimensional downloads. This is such a powerful month for a massive energetic shift and for us all to be moving into a higher frequency, which is going to be, of course, impact our physical avatars as well. So let me just pull some overall messages asking for the best messages for us for October. Just going to do a mini reading today because we have a lot to cover. Earth star activation, all right? And I'm bringing in information right now from the Quantum Akashic Records for Earth and New Earth, but also the Galactic Akashic Records, okay? We have Thoth light codes. We also have the Anunnaki. Yes. So we're going to get into that. Overall message, star being healing codes. I'm going to pull some more messages as well, but Earth star activation, that is connected to many of us feeling that Earth is our home. It's also about this chakra activating and connecting to the new crystalline grid system, removing ourselves from the archonic matrix system. Many starseeds have a hard time staying grounded and present because your Earth star hasn't been activated, which is below our feet, and you're not connecting to the crystalline grid system. You're still connected to the Archon system. That is a big portion of what we're all working on right now. That's why the acceleration this year. So if you don't know anything about the Earth star, if you don't know how to do that, that's okay. That's why I offer that service, as well as helping many of you as well align with that. So your Earth star is trying to come online. That carries your key information for your soul mission and to allow you to feel fully here on mission. Okay, so that at the moment is a real portion of October. The Anunnaki has come in. So I have been sharing about this card for the last couple of readings. It's the end of a cycle, and we're completing all of that individually by choosing our highest timeline, by paying forward, being calm and kind, by doing grid work, by ensuring that we choose our heart. And so as an example, to do that on a daily basis, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. If you feel an argument coming up, fine, express it, but also clear it up and apologize. And if you need to, right? And also make sure that you or the other individual is not being hijacked. Like if you see that an argument is forming, choose peace. Choose to leave, choose another passageway, all right? All of this inner work, shadow work that we're doing is to help release us from those archonic old matrix grids. The Thoth light codes. Okay, so Thoth is connected to a lot of great information like the Emerald Tablets, including, being at the Egyptian Stargate, being part of one of our great Atlantean teachers for those of us who are there. However, in sessions that I've been working with, the theme lately has been forgiving Thoth and releasing old black magic, old access to the fall of Atlantis, because we carry a lot of multidimensional traumas. We carry traumas from this life, other lifetimes, the fall of Atlantis, our galactic traumas as well. Example, fall of Lyra, the Orion Wars. So Thoth is connected to that as well. And the Egyptian Stargate has been coming forward a lot for healing and clearing in personal sessions, okay? Overall message, star being healing codes is important information is coming through at this time for this month. Our wounds are healing and we are recharging. So there's going to be days when you feel flat out. When we receive X-class flares, we are exhausted. Maybe we can't sleep. Some of you are going to work in the morning. Sleep when you can. Know that you're receiving your codes. Set your intentions to receive what you need to receive. Recharge and regroup when you can. It's for the highest good, okay? Okay, I want to pull a couple more messages just to see if there's anything else that we need to bring in for this month. Oh, this is the enhancement medical team, the etheric medical team number 43. So we have beings of light that can assist us for healing at this time. Your angels, your higher self. There's galactic teams. I work with them quite often for myself and my kitty as well. So that is a reminder that you have angelic and you have energetic helpers that are trying to assist you at this time with any aches and pains. Number 7, perceptivity. What is the overall message? Psychic healing shield. So make sure you're activating your light shields for stronger boundaries and that you're taking care of your energy and working with something like the violet flame. Okay, I talk about this often. The shields are to diffuse and deflect lower vibrational energy, creating a stronger container and allowing us to be on our highest timeline. Okay, so that's very important as well right now. And the final message is number 13, discernment. Vega, fearless journey. So Vega is part of the Lyra system. Again, I've been talking about this as well. Discernment. Making choices based on, is this the right choice for me? Should I be doing this right now? What is the highest priority to keep me in joy and in my heart? Okay, so discernment is very key. And I will tell you, some of the galactic traumas were that we didn't discern. We didn't discern in Atlantis. We started to hand our power over to technology, to the dark ETs, and many of us were, our third eyes were starting to close, or they were closed for us. It was black magic that they were using. Okay, let me just pull in some dragon messages. And while I'm doing this, if you all want to meet your guardian dragon and become a dragon whisperer, that is one of the offers on for this month, is to work with your dragons. And I train you how to do that, okay? All right, let me just pull a couple of dragon messages for the month of October. Fire dragon. And they're going to channel in with me the rainbow dragon. That's super positive. Yeah, they're just saying with Pluto going direct, that's going to help us, all of us. I love it. The orange gold dragon from Arcturus. And there's going to be an Arcturian gateway as well. Okay, so the fire dragon helps to burn up lower vibrational energies around us. Plus, it is the year of the dragon. So setting intentions and clearing energy with sage, with lighting a candle, using fire, is very powerful this year, okay? And it will be the year of the dragon until February 2025. So a message from the fire dragons, just say you are safe and you are protected. Clear your pathway, clear your soul pathway, which is clearing your Akashic records, which is old information, right? Old intel. Your Akashic records carries all personal information from this lifetime, from past lifetimes. Ancestral karma, personal traumas from the galactics, from Atlantis. It's all in there. So it's a very powerful month to do healing and clearing with that, or you're to be determined and inspired. Also a reminder that no matter what we hear in the news, no matter what is going on that is away from us, if we're going through something personal, like we're in an area where there's an emergency, then that's our reality. But if it's happening to other people but that brings up fear, the fear is from a trauma from another timeline, okay? The other thing is you need to remind yourself, I'm not there, but how can I be of service? How can I assist? All right. So the fire dragon is just reminding us that we are all safe and protected, that many souls right now are choosing to go through a certain part of the movie to help move the entire collective along. Rainbow dragon, which is a very positive message and energy, this brings joy and helps to open new doorways for us. So the rainbow dragon likes to open new doors and bring opportunities. Have trust, rediscover your wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. So the rainbow dragon is also guiding us to that light at the end of the tunnel. Where would you like to go next? Okay. The orange gold dragon from Arcturus. So this is the Arcturian team of light, also bringing in a message for us today. Everything that's happening right now and the light codes are bringing us new knowledge for the golden age. So the codes that we're all receiving, the activations are, and that we're unpacking, that we unpack when it's time, soul missions, schematics, all sorts of intuitive superpower abilities. Okay. Many of us are carrying the energy of the future. We're carrying the divine blueprints to move us all forward. So that's super amazing and beautiful. Thank you, Arcturian dragons. All right, I'm going to pull a crystal. I might pull two. We'll just see what wants to come in. What is the overall crystal message for the month of October? Tiger's Eye. I love it. Tiger's Eye was the very first stone that I chose as a child. Many of us did. I did a blog talk radio show years ago. And when I took calls, almost everyone, and I would say, what was your first stone that you chose? Many people that phoned in chose Tiger's Eye. So Tiger's Eye is a very powerful energetic stone. It helps all of our lower chakras. It helps us to move into our power and our wisdom. And it is for the solar plexus chakra, number 39. It's great for energy, but also to keep us grounded. So if you have Tiger's Eye, yeah, that's a great message for all of October. Okay. Speaking of which, I also have a podcast called the Cosmic Starlight Podcast as well. I don't know. I think it's in my description box, but make sure you're following the post site on the community tab for YouTube, because I post everything there. But yeah, my podcast is on Spotify, so you can listen to all of this while you're cruising around in your car. So check into that. And my podcast will be available on other platforms soon as well. Okay, let's start looking at the deep dives. All right, so first deep dive I want to look at is Hurricane Helene and what is going on there. So let me just get the cards and shuffle the messages. So I want to get a galactic perspective about what has happened. By the way, everyone, so there's lots of offers to work with me that are on right now for October. So you can check out everything below. And if sending a call out to anyone who would like to learn more about their soul mission, working with the dragons, just a deep dive into your Akashic records to help move you forward, divine goddess codes, which is like Sisterhood of the Rose, and working more with Mother Mary and the divine goddesses and their dragons. There's Jedi training, Earth grid training, and overall, if you would really like to accelerate your intuitive abilities, your gifts, and moving forward, there's an opening for a mentorship package as well, the mentorship program. So I've been posting about that as well, but you can also email me too. Okay, so there's opening to start in October. Okay, so let me look at, I've got some, oh, I'm going to show that in a minute. Just want to pull some messages about the Hurricane Helene, and it hit a number of U.S. states. And again, I've been sending prayers out. Many of us have from around the planet, because I'm quite far away, that humanity come together to start helping everyone. And I see that that's happening. I see, and that's the same thing that happened here in Jasper. Jasper, Alberta got sorry, Jasper, Alberta, which is in the Canadian Rockies, and Canada had a devastating fire right before the Lionsgates at the end of July. Same with Lahaina, Lionsgate a year ago. So we're all starting to see more and understand the pattern. So many of us have been saying prayers, doing grid work, and I see that many locals are starting to come together and bring in resources and help the collective there. And we're so grateful for that. Okay, I want to just in general ask the cards. Was this, was this a natural hurricane? Okay. Got the waiting game. Number 2. Emptying the bowl, love begins. Now that's interesting, right? Because that's water. Number 3, sacral chakra, which is also a 2. And what about the overall message? This is the Chariot card in this deck, number 7. Okay. Hopefully you can see everything today, everyone, because it's started to get a little stormy where I am. We are officially in fall weather. And I'm outside of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I do grid work in this area. I'm on the west coast of North America. So what do we want to see for the waiting game? The Hermit. This is my star councils. So, okay, so the whole event, even though it looks horrendous, we can call off-planet galactic alliance as well as the white hats. Very aware of everything that's going on, and they're letting me know that the plan originally was going to be even more horrendous than it was. And I'm going to ask as well, you know, why this sort of game plan is still unfolding. So let me just see what else. Love begins, which is water. Oh my goodness. Got the Hanged Man, which is also the waiting room. But the Hangman also brings in this, the message is necessary delays and realities to move everybody along in a new direction. They're letting me know to awaken a bigger portion of the collective in those states in that area. Okay, and then let's look at the sacral chakra, which is about creativity and abundance. 7 of Cups, choose wisely. So what they're letting me know is, out of everything that's happened, everyone in those areas is going to choose differently and choose wisely moving forward. Seeing what is being given to them as help, bringing everybody together in those areas. Like there's nothing like a big, what's the word I'm looking for? There's nothing like a big event that impacts everyone, especially with essentials like food, water, etc., that brings the community together. And that's what's happening right now. Community is coming together, and everyone in those areas is also being shown things that they thought, like people in charge everyone assumed would come and help them. That hasn't been the case in a lot of areas. So it's been the real people, it's been humanity that's been helping each other, which is what we do. We help one another. And then it's going to move everything along. It's going to move the movie along. We have the Chariot card for everyone, and that's the 7, which is really positive. We have a Knight of Cups, which is humanity moving forward together with open hearts and understanding, like so many layers of the reality that everybody thought was going on has been removed. And the bottom of the deck too is the 4 of Wands, which is celebrating with family and friends. So through all of this, new alliances, new friendships, new soul tribe are going to be meeting through all of this as well. Okay. The next I want to look at specifically is Asheville, North Carolina, because I want to see what's going on there. This is going to be a G-rated video, everybody. There's many things that I would like to discuss, but I'm on a G-rated platform and I want to make sure that it stays this way. So I may at some point do another deep dive just for Rumble, okay? Before we even move on, let me just choose one card for the Hurricane from this deck. Arcturian light codes. Okay, so the Arcturians, which we have a gateway this month, are overseeing, and they are assisting star season light workers to really step out right now and help everybody in the areas that are devastated. And I see it online. I see people organizing events to raise money. I see people like collectively visualizing the water draining away and the roads opening. And I already see how powerful that is. The Arcturians are saying so many star seeds are stepping in right now, which is amazing. Okay, I wanted to just show this map because many of us, you know, have no idea that Asheville was actually in the mountains. It's not even on the coast. So the question is, how did a hurricane manage to do this? Apparently a lot of dams also burst as well, but what I'm picking up so far, and I absolutely know, we'll see what the cards say, is that that specific town was chosen the same way that Jasper was chosen, the same way that Lahaina was chosen. And if you look into what that's about, there's already been information that's come forward about 15-minute cities, about the resources and the land, etc. So let's just see. Because it's always this like, it'll never happen to me. But what I'm noticing is the pattern that I see, the places that are being chosen for this are these magical places that hit everybody's heart. So Lahaina, Maui was a heart chakra hit for me. Jasper, Canada was also a heart for me because have been going there since I was a child. And I feel with many of you, Asheville, North Carolina, the same. Hitting everyone's heart chakra, really shaking everyone to the core. Okay, so let's pick. I want to just ask about what else do we need to know about this location. And so again, sending prayers out that everyone receive the resources that they have. Number 1, root chakra. Okay, I'm gonna remove. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna remove that. You can see the cards. Number 1, root chakra. Root chakra is our survival. So to place everybody on high alert, stress, trauma, fear, terror. Number 6, moving forward. Number 10, destiny. Yeah, I'm just going to do 3 cards for now. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, we have the star card, the hope card. All right, so many different alliances overall in all dimensions are assisting. So I already feel like everyone is coming out of the shock and the terror and the trauma because the hurricane and everything has already happened. We're in the moving forward, moving on stage, and then number 10, destined. So it was a chosen location for many reasons. Okay, let me just have a clarification message for the root chakra. Actually, 2 cards came out. We got the Tower card, right? Look at that. Can we just see individuals being like completely, immediately moved out of their homes, their reality, everything changing. And then we also have the King of Cups. So it's happened, and it was planned, but it now also it's opening up the heart chakra of the East Coast and of all of the United States, and of course in the world as well, right? That something like that could happen overnight. And unfortunately, everyone, it's been going on for a long time, years and years and years. We just all, our awakening is we see the patterns now. So we're in this stage now. We're in the moving out of troubled waters. What is the overall message? We have the 3 of Wands. That's also about fire, but it's also about collectively coming, like things are going to start to move quickly now because many souls, both locally and globally, are moving in to assist as well. Okay. We've also got the Wheel of Fortune. So that just came out. So when the Wheel of Fortune arrives, it means a very quick shift in energy and direction. And Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the information about the resources, about the land has become very obvious. All of that information has come to the surface, and it was about financial gain for many souls. Okay, all right. The Destiny card, which is new beginnings, right? So what is the destiny? I feel like this is, we'll see what's going to come in. There's the Hanged Man again. Okay, so so destiny has changed by this event. It's moved everyone in that area, all through the United States, Canada. Everyone is like, wow, right? So it's moving. It's almost as if sometimes like horrific things have to happen for a big shift. So that's what's happened. That has completely shifted the timeline and the destiny of your country and all of North America, actually. Okay, and just one more message. There's the 10 of Pentacles and celebrating, and that goes along with the Star family. So this is one of the best cards in the deck as well. So even though right now it looks like it's so horrific, and of course, But overall, it's going to help everyone. It's going to change the trajectory for everyone on the East Coast, everyone in your country, everyone around the world, because people are going to start working together as a team instead of like not knowing your neighbors, not helping out. Everyone is stepping up to help out. And that's what's so beautiful about humanity. So I love that. Okay. Let me just see what's next on the list. Oh, while we're looking at all of this and we're looking at that area of the planet, including, I see that some of the ports that are closing are also like in Texas as well. There's a strike on now for the longshoremen. So a lot of people are concerned and worried about, of course, about resources. It just started. So let's see if we can get any more information about this strike and see if it's anything really to worry about, or if it's also part of the movie as well. Like maybe there's something else going on. Okay, so that just started as well. I believe it started on October 1st, and it's only the 3rd here, right? Yeah. Just having a little bit of tea. Okay, so I want to ask about the longshoremen strike and if there's any other information that we need to know for that. Okay. Number 5, financial and material changes. Number 2, mental conflict. So it is creating stress and worry for many of you. We got number 6 though, moving on, moving forward. So there's already like a light at the end of the tunnel about the whole scenario, but we are still in the waiting game right now to see what happens. Whoa, bottom of the deck is sacrifice. Yeah, and that's what I had picked up on too. I picked up on that just like before when there was that internet outage a couple of months ago. It's like all the ports need to be closed right now and nothing's supposed to come in and out. Why is that? I feel like there's a white hat op happening where they're cleaning up some things going on in all the ports. So, okay, we have number 5, financial and material changes. Yeah. And that's one of the complaints is all of the workers are saying they haven't received any financial support for the economy, how things are more expensive. And number 7 is the 7 of Cups. So there is something going on for them as well. Everyone there is figuring out the best move forward for everyone. Okay. Mental conflict. So all the worries and fears and stress about this, do not worry about it. The star, again, of the Alliance, both the White Hats and the Alliance teams are very aware of what's going on. Just breathe and reboot. Don't go rushing to the stores and do the panic buys. That's also like a Lucian thing that the Team D wants. Just know it's being managed. Always, I've talked about this in the past. It's always wise to have a little bit of extra food on hand, especially for our pets, extra water, not from a panicky mode, but just in case there's any disruptions. And we've all been going through this one way or another over the last 4 years, all right? Okay, then moving on. So there's already I can see soon there'll be movement around this. So they'll come to an agreement. We have the 5 of Cups. So right now that's not happening. They're still negotiating. But I want to know, let's just ask. So 5 could be 5 days, 5 weeks. But I want to just ask clarification of when the disruption will move forward. Looks like it will be 4 to 5 weeks. We got another 5, higher self. So, but it also could be 5 days. So I will check into this again next week, okay? Somewhere between, it could either be 5 days or 5 weeks, but we'll see what happens. But right now we're still in the waiting game. And I also want to pull a card about the sacrifice card, because to me that message is about the ports being used for illegitimate activity. Let's just put it that way, okay? I feel like they're doing a cleanup operation. So the waiting game again is 2. We got the 4 of Swords, which is anxiety. So just breathe and reboot. Set intentions, prayers that everything resolves itself quickly. And the anxiety is fabricated frequency that wants to be sent out by the other team. Okay, let's pull a card about the sacrifice energy and see if there's any other information about that. The high priestess. So it's hidden information. It's a hidden operation. So there's more going on than meets the eye. The time frame is not just about the negotiations. The time frame is about the cleanup in all of these ports and tidying up everything that was dark. But it is hidden right now. We're not being given any information, but we got victory and success. So it's all going to be good, everyone. And for the highest good of all is ensuring that none of those dark things that were happening in all the ports, that they no longer continue. So it is part of a cleanup operation from the Galactic Alliance and also the White Hats. Okay. All right. Next thing we're going to look at, I want to look at the X-class flares. So I've got, hold on. Oh, there we go. There we go. So this was today's X-class flare, 8:22 a.m. EST. An X-class 905. This is the largest X-class flare we've had to date. This is a complete reboot and reset for all of us. But I want to see if there's any other information, because the fact that we've had 2 major X-class flares so much, like back to back, that's crazy. I forgot. Okay. They're just letting me know. I forgot to pull a message, one message for Ashville, North Carolina. And karmic board cleansing. So that whole area got an energetic clearing and cleansing. And if I'm hearing correctly, because I am clairaudient, there was more going on behind the scenes in that little area than what we know. And that was the same thing with Jasper, and I'm sure the same thing with Lahaina. So a karmic cleansing of that activity. Okay. All right. I also wanted to pull a card for, what did I talk about? The ports being closed and on strike. So if it's up to 5 weeks, let's say it's 5 weeks, that will be the first week in November that everything will reopen. But I'm hearing, and I'll look at it again, I'm hearing that all the ports will reopen after the full moon. So like the 4th week, maybe the last weekend in October. Okay, one card for that. I love this. Angelic frequency. So our angels and our guides are also, everyone's safe, not to worry about it. We all grow and learn from these experiences. It's happened before, but it's just a lot of focus with so much happening at the same time. Then we got the central sun, which is connected to the X-class flares. This is about abundance for everyone. So it's also going to be a rebalance of abundance for everyone in those areas, and as well as the workers that absolutely deserve to be receiving proper pay for what they do. All right, so let's look at the X-class flares. So the fact that we had and I like the numbers too, right? So that is a 14, which is a 5. The one the day before was a 715, which was a, let me just see if I can add this up properly, a 4. So a 4 and a 5, right? Okay, and what is in the tarot? The 4 is the Emperor, and the 5 is our higher self and changing. So we are all massively going through a very deep cellular DNA upgrade, but let's see what else they want us to bring in about. Yeah, it's forcing everyone to rest and rejuvenate. Okay, rest and rejuvenation. Spend time. When we get X-class flares, sometimes you're flat out. You just get knocked out. Make sure you're spending time in nature to regroup and regenerate, which is the overall message for October, right? Okay. Next message. Triumph and success. This is the Ace of Swords. So huge clearing as well. I feel like this is going to be connected to the next part. Number 7, choosing wisely. The next topic is going to be about the Archon matrix grids. I've gotten 2 videos about the Archons that I've recently put out here on YouTube, as well as a deep dive into the Archons part 1 on Rumble. So check those out, okay? And overall message about the X-class flares, discontentment and boredom. Interesting. So they're also helping the movie move along, because for those of us who are light workers and star seeds, we've been waiting for the movie to be accelerating. It's really accelerating this month, everyone, and it's waking up another big part of the collective. All right, so let's look at some clarity cards for rest and rejuvenation. We have the Emperor. I'm going to pull all of them, and then I will they'll channel the information in. Got the Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Death card, and moving out of troubled waters. I love it. Okay, so rest and rejuvenation, the Emperor card. So this is like our masculine energy within all of us. Go, 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 go. Do this, do this. We're all, that's it. We wake up, we have things to do. We're being reminded that when there's disruptions, to rest, rejuvenate, meditate, ground, go slowly. Next message is with the Ace of Swords, is like everything's being cleared away for us to celebrate and receive, all of us, moving us into our highest timeline, being able to celebrate, which we've already had that card come forward. So the X flares are clearing away the old to allow humanity to come together and be humanity again, right? Yeah. Okay. The next message is this is the Seven of Cups, to choose wisely, which has come forward a lot in this these messages today. Again, stop and smell the roses, right? Absolutely. Like what have you been wanting to do? What like, oh, when I get this done, I'll do this. No, we're to start going slowly. Like if things are delayed, then we move on to something that brings us joy. The overall message is, this is about like being sleepy, just going through the motions, going to work, this, that, and the other thing. This is to stop that and change the new timeline, death of the ego, and move everyone into their heart chakras. So the solar flares are moving us all out of this tedious, boring part of how the movie's been, and moving us all into it's time to move into our highest timeline, which I was shown that by December, everyone's going to be just going, feel so much happiness and so much joy. Okay. I'm going to pull one card now. I'll shuffle the cards again. One message for what else do we need to know about these back-to-back X-class flares. Palladian activation. So this is a star galactivation, an activation to bring resolution to all of us and to help us all to come together. I love that, because every single being on this planet is impacted. Animals, plants, the land, the collective, even if they're not conscious. It's bringing another wave of souls awake. So I feel like and I know that the solar flares are actually being generated for us as well. I kind of knew in the back of my mind when the solar eclipse was going to happen that there would be at least one X-class flare. Did not see two coming. Did not see two coming. Okay, the final reading today is, with all of this happening and especially the X-class flares, what information do we need to know about the Archon grids? So I've talked about this recently. The Archons are the main architects of the entire matrix system. They send out messages to all the different levels of Team D, including down here, up to, the Dracos, the Greys, all of that, to keep working on their bits to keep humanity in this locked in matrix. So I would like to know, with everything that's happened right now, that's opening humanity's hearts, opening our third eye, and changing the trajectory, what with these X-class flares, what does that mean for the old matrix grids? Yeah, which were put in place to keep us locked in, to not allow us to go home. All right. Number 3, solar plexus chakra, which is about stepping back into our power, rest and rejuvenate. Heart chakra, this is the Empress. Number 3, got 2 3s. And then overall message is emotional withdrawal, which would go along with like meditation, nature, rest. Okay. Okay. So I'm just hearing the archonic grids are dismantling, and and the grids are within us as well. So those of you who are new, the grid system in and around the planet is within our avatars. It's part of what we came in to heal and clear. Those of us who have been doing our shadow work and our chakra work, we've been doing this as well. So these back-to-back flares are like peeling away like, 10 layers of the onion right now. Okay, so what do we need to know? So the back-to-back solar flares, the Archon grids are dismantling. This is allowing us as humanity to step back into our power and our knowing. I'm hearing Knight of Swords, so it's clearing away the old grid systems, the old ego programs are connected to our lower chakras, so our root or sacral or solar plexus chakra. Okay, all right. Rest and rejuvenation again. Spending time with the trees. I've been spending so much time with the trees. I've been working with trees in front of my building. They wanted to be reconnected to the trees in the forest. It's been beautiful. So what else do we need to know? Yeah, they're just saying when an X-flare comes in and you feel wiped out, rest. And like that we work hard enough. We're all working so hard all the time. Even in our sleep as light workers and starseeds, we're off on assignment. So rest and rejuvenate when you can and when you're called to. Okay, the list can be handled the next day. All right. It's opening up our heart chakras. It's moving all of us into our heart. Plus, it's bringing in that divine feminine energy, the divine goddess, the high priestess, right? It's bringing all of us online. Oh, I love that. And there we go. We got the Queen of Swords. So, and it's clearing away the old distorted programs, the old distorted male and masculine and feminine programs of mistrust, of everything that they installed in us, okay, including our ancestors. So that's clearing everything away to allow our hearts to be open more. I love that. Let's just take one last look at that emerald green heart. And then emotional withdrawal. 8 of Pentacles. So some of it has been to remove us from working so hard. All right. We need that downtime. We need that time by the lake, by the river, by the ocean. And to bring back that balance as well. I love that. Okay, let me just pull one more message from this deck. Overall message for the Archonic grid system being dismantled. Lemurian seed codes. So Lemuria to me is the divine goddess. It is the divine feminine. It was a reality of healing and crystals and sound vibrations and where we're going. It was energetic healing. It was communities working together from their heart chakras. Okay. So Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. So we are all becoming ultra sensitive, which is our superpower. And we just received a massive clearing of old programs to clear out the egoic belief systems, that stuff that they gave us, the anger, the frustration. There's also been unbelievable interference for all of us, especially through this eclipse season. And that was to show us the leaks where they had access to friends, family, our old brain. Okay, so they've been working extra hard on me as well, and it's a gift, because once we know where they're coming in from, we can put an end to it. Okay, one more message. Star gathering. What a perfect way to wrap this all up. Stars are aligning. We're coming together with soul family, and we're remembering home. And one of the topics I'm going to look into next is what was set up for us to go home. So many of us got trapped, or our ancestors got trapped on a soul level when Atlantis fell and all the Stargate systems got taken offline. So our Galactic Alliance teams have been working day and night 4 years to set up a new Stargate system to allow us to go home. And how are we going home? We got seated here on Earth to ascend, to go home. I love that. All right, beautiful tribe. That is it. That's a wrap. So again, if you would like to work with me, lots of things on offer on my website. Email is the best way to get a hold of me if you're not sure, you know, how you should be working with me. Just email me and your higher self will let me know. I'm sending you all so much love, light, and aloha. Thank you for hitting that like button and for following me on TikTok and my podcast and Rumble. Super grateful to be here. I will be back soon. Love and aloha from Pink Bella. I so love being a galactic investigator. I'm grateful to be here. Take care, everyone. Bye.